In today's data log, the project wants to explore the orbital mining refinery known as Katanga, a location that was the centre of a xenomorph outbreak in the star system HIP 53020 on the planet LV-895. Katanga Refinery was, as stated, an orbital mining refinery, originally manufactured in 2120 by the state mining enterprise of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, known as the Kinshasa Enterprise. Katanga's early operations haven't been well documented, but by the year 2170, DR Congo's Kinshasa Enterprise fell under the sanction of the United Americas. The UA took control of this mining enterprise due to their involvement in selling resources to revolutionary forces during a series of conflicts known as the Hades Revolts. In the year 2175, Katanga was purchased by the TheSixxness company, who was looking to begin reinvesting in spaceborne facilities after their previous lackluster results in the same industry during the 2130s. After taking full ownership of the station, TheSixxness were quick to renovate it and refit the now 55-year-old refinery for use in terraforming assistance, moving it to a currently undisclosed planet in the mid-rim of the Middle Heavens region. While we don't know the planet's name in question, that Katanga was towed to and parked in orbit around, we do know what its purpose was there. Katanga was to be utilised to crack ice. Massive ice asteroids were brought to the refinery and positioned above Katanga's Lasiiki Tower. From here, the refinery would crush and break down these asteroids into water, which was then pumped through to Bashi Tower, where it could be purified. Still at Bashi Tower, the water would then be converted into hydrogen and oxygen separately. The hydrogen could be used to fuel ships and possibly the refinery itself, and the oxygen bolstered the refinery's life support system, with possible overflow becoming available for commercial sale. Only 2 years later, Katanga would face a xenomorph XX121 outbreak. Whatever mining colony it was in orbit around had some way or another stumbled upon xenomorph specimens, and it led to a widespread outbreak. With the colony being presumed lost, the survivors evacuated Katanga to attempt to take refuge there. However, this act would prove fruitless, as the outbreak had followed them to the refinery, likely due to a survivor carrying a chestburster, or possibly a stowed away Manumula noxhydria, or Plagiaris praepotent. No matter how it happened, the colonists there would meet with grisly ends, as they were used to breed the next generation of xenomorph XX121s. The outbreak was shortly followed by a doomed rescue attempt by a squad of colonial marines led by Corporal Olivia Shipp from the USS Typhoon. These marines defied their orders in an attempt to save the colonists aboard the refinery and end the xenomorph threat there. Unfortunately though, the mission was a failure. Many of the marine squad died, and the xenomorph threat on the station only grew. Following the USCMC pullout of Katanga, the TheSixxness Corporation decided to report the refinery station as destroyed. The Interstellar Commerce Commission, or ICC, noted the orbital as scuttled by TheSixxness, the corporation citing irreparable damage, seeing the site as a total loss. In truth, the orbital was abandoned, and TheSixxness quickly found the ideal buyer for a xenomorph-infested locale, Weyland-Yutani. Weyland purchased the refinery and towed it to a classified location in deep space in order to store it for later use. Between this period and the next recorded incident involving Katanga, it was used by Weyland-Yutani as a xenomorph specimen source. While it's not ever confirmed how many sites were using the specimens for Katanga, the primary location that was known that received them was Pala Station, on the planet LV-895 in the HIP 53020 star system. Teams of Weyland-Yutani employees and combat synthetics alike would periodically go aboard Katanga in order to capture overmorph specimens, taking them aboard the San Lorenzo down to LV-895 and the Pala Station ground facility. It's suggested from evidence collected from the United America's Colonial Marines in 2202 that at first the scientists had requested adult specimens from Katanga, but it was quickly discovered to be an extremely dangerous venture to capture these adults. Overmorphs were much easier. Easier to capture, detain, and transport. Periodically, a bunch of local fauna from LV-895 would be captured and ferried up to Katanga to act as hosts for the xenomorph brethren to come. This was done in order to keep the hive aboard healthy, active, and plentiful. By the year 2202, Katanga Refinery was moved from its hidden location in deep space into the HOP 53020 star system around LV-895. Done so due to the genetic testing and experimentation acceleration that was happening at Pala Station at the time. It was heating up, and the facility required Katanga to be moved closer in order to facilitate more rapid specimen transportation. Combat synths moved a few dozen to around 100 eggs to the surface. However, shortly after this occurred, a number of these xenomorph XX121 specimens would break free from their containment on Pala Station and overrun the facility and the surrounding areas, such as Site 2 and the engineered temples on the planet. The only remaining survivors of Pala hitched a ride on the San Lorenzo to Katanga as a means of escape from the carnage below, only to find that carnage followed them in the form of one of the test subjects that they had nicknamed Monica, after the human host that this particular XX121 had birthed from. Monica killed all but one of the remaining survivors and continued to pursue the last survivor of Pala Station, Dr. Timothy Honecker. Honecker was able to get a distress call out to the UACM, and it wouldn't be long until the UAS Endeavour and an elite fire team of UAC Marines could arrive at the station for evac. After fighting the Hive's inhabitants on the station, defeating the mutant XX121 Monica, and saving Dr. Honecker, the UACM fire team moved to secure Site 2. After seeing a level of success, they received orders to return to Katanga in order to put an end to the refinery and the hive there once and for all. An order given from none other than their commanding officer, now Colonel Olivia Shipp. Return to finish what she started nearly 30 years ago. After much struggle, fighting off the Weyland-Yutani synths and the xenomorphs alike, the fire team were able to initiate a catastrophic overload of the refinery's reactor core. After they tussled with the xenomorph queen aboard, they made a hasty retreat and evac'd from the refinery, just as Katanga was obliterated. If you really want to support what we do here and gain a bunch of awesome rewards, consider joining as a Project ACHERON channel member, like Project Director Chris Dasinger, company representatives TheSixxness, M56 Smart Gunner, and Sith Lord 906, and like team members Raunchy, Ambrosia, TheRyanSmee, and Jack Flemming Jr. I hope to see and hear from you all again very soon. Project ACHERON, bringing the knowledge and the power directly to you.